What do you mean centres of excellence? Because that's something I hear all the time, and I'm trying to, every time I hear something that's...
Yeah, I coined the phrase actually, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Claim that one, claim that one.
I'm just looking at the absolute focus on Andrew's face right now.
Who cares about alternative payment now?
No, but on the head. That's oh, but it's
Do you know what's interesting for me as well is I've done this for a couple of different maybe industries. So I've done a bit of insurance and a bit of things like that. And not necessarily this, but I've worked at the conferences and stuff. And the way I've seen fintech being spoken about from people is actually a lot more passionate. Because I think that's because it's such a current moving subject, especially within payments as well. It's constantly moving and it's constantly changing, and it's quite nice to see the passion that comes through.
It's exciting. That's the thing.
It's exciting. That's the thing, isn't it?
No, I agree. Totally agree. You nailed it.
You're zooming around the world effectively every day, looking at all these different kind of countries and how to get money from one to another. It's like you mentioned Triple Pursuit. It's kind of like, what's the game? Almost like a kind of digital risk as well.
And there's a whole range of problems to solve around getting central bank approvals, understanding local regulation.
Constantly putting out fires.
Yeah, exactly. And tax that pops up in Brazil or Colombia or somewhere, like digital transfer taxes. You've got to be, within your business, you've got to have centres of excellence in loads of different things that you do.
What do you mean centres of excellence? Because that's something I hear all the time, and I'm trying to, every time I hear something that's...
Yeah, I coined the phrase actually, yeah, right.
Yeah. Claim that one, claim that one.
That was during the Amazon days, wasn't it?
Yeah. Call me Jeff.
So, centres of excellence, I mean, what does that, like nuts and bolts, what does that actually mean? It means that you've kind of got like a level of...
So I think there's a couple of things. One, there's domain expertise, but also not just in a silo. The business has to be able to access it, right? And so we need to know it's almost like internal network of neurons. How do we know what certain people, who are compliance experts? Tons of different areas of compliance that we need to be good in. The regulations, the anti-money laundering, and then how we connect that to the technology, because we screen every transaction, so it's 180 million transactions a year, all of them get screened in real time going through our network, and every transaction has to reach the end customer in a timely fashion. So you've got the tech side of it, you've got the regulatory side of it, you've got the nitty-gritty of screening and anti-money laundering, and the regulations are changing. So tapping into that expertise that someone in London or Singapore has, and then spreading that around the world, because you've got people dispersed all around the world, is kind of an art form as well. Or it's certainly like getting a sports team really well coordinated and really well.
Yeah.
We can't all score the goals. We don't need to be the goal scorer, but we need to know where to get the ball so that the right person can score the goal.
The beauty of where payments is going, from what I've heard through these conversations, is that actually not only are you helping the rich move their money, but you're actually helping get money to places that need more money. Like you said, you're in maybe 34 countries in Africa. Yeah. That money's being moved better and means these people can get more money to communities.
Yeah,
100p.
Absolutely, and that's one of when you talk to our employees about, when we do regular surveys with about NPS and just general satisfaction and feedback. One of the key things that comes through from a satisfaction perspective is we are reducing the cost. We're helping reduce the cost of a remittance payment, and a remittance payment is generally someone that's worked very hard, probably not very high compensation, to send money home to their family. So each extra pound, euro, dollar that gets home to the family at the other end makes a difference.
Of course, yeah.
That pisses me off so much when as a small business, when we get a payment and it's like 50 quid less than it should be, and I go, that's the remittance payment, isn't it? They're charged onto me. Oh, those bastards.
Well, exactly right. And basically, that's all stripped out. If you use the traditional banking network, the correspondent banks can take their little bite. So it's like the sandwich is being passed to you, but everyone's having
a little go at it. Yeah.
The way our system works, our system, a modern system, ours included, is it's inherently you get the full sandwich. That's the way it works. It's just like you get the price up front through the API. It's like, how much is going to cost me? $2 or $1.50 or a pound or whatever, and then the exchange rate will be this, all stated, and then the full amount in your home currency will be stated on the API. You press accept, you'll get your full sandwich at the end.